Okay, welcome back to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're gonna figure out how to make a game like one of my games, Galactic Starfire. So we're gonna make a brand new project. You're gonna delete the scratch cat, sadly. You're gonna paint a new sprite, and we're going to actually paint a cube. Okay, you can change it to any color. I'm gonna change it to be yellow. Now what we're going to do is we're going to want to select the reshape tool and delete one of the points. Okay, you will have something like this triangle. So you're going to put it right there, kind of like reshape it however you want to. And then you're gonna put a point right there. You're gonna put it, make sure it's pointed, and then have your little costume sprite. Make sure that make sure the very pointy side of the spaceship or player is pointed to the right, so the script doesn't, not bug. So we're gonna do when green flag clicked. Forever. Now we're gonna make two new variables. We're gonna name one variable x, and then one variable y. We're going to delete the my variable. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do change x by. We're gonna add a subtraction in the sensing category key D, or the right arrow if you're doing arrows, and then key A, and then set our x variable to x multiplied by 0.9. So every time you do it, it will multiply it by 0.9. So we're gonna do in the motion change x by our variable x. So it should have a very smooth player gliding. And then we're just gonna do this for the y sprite. So change the y variable. Then change y by, and then in the keys you'll do key A and then W. And if you want to do this, really, you're going to need to add some bullets, of course. We cannot forget to also, what we need to also do is rename our sprite. We're going to rename sprite 1 to player. Okay, we cannot forget point in the forever block, point towards mouse pointer, so now there. Now we're going to make a brand new sprite called bullet, and we can hide our variables. I'm going to make a brand new one called bullet, and you can make whatever bullet you want. I'm going to make it just a very tiny like a circle, a yellow circle. Okay, now time to get to coding. When green flag clicked, forever, wait 1 second, an if then block, if mouse down, then create clone of myself. And we're gonna make one that go kind of like more like a machine gun, like it goes really, really, really fast. So we're going to do wait 0.1 seconds. So now it should wait a little bit. Now if you do not want it to go really, really fast, you could do a wait until mouse not down, and then should go until your mouse is not pressed. It goes single digits. But for this code, we will put it like this. So if we start, if you have a clone counter from Scratch add-ons, it should show that every single time you click it, there is a clone being made. But how does it go? What we're gonna do in our code, we also have to put when green flag clicked hide, and then time to get to the fun part, the actual coding. When I start as a clone, point in direction of player. So now it's a point in the direction of the player. We cannot forget to show it. So when I start as clone, show. And I cannot forget, in our original code, in the forever loop, we have to put go to player. Okay, now that we have that ready, we need to make sure that every time when we click it, it moved forward. What I'm gonna do when I start as clone, forever, move 15 steps, or 14 steps. And then, if touching, edge, then hide. So now, if we get going and we cloning, we have a very simple bullet spread going on in here. This is very easy. Time to add our players. Okay, time to add players or enemies. We will make an enemy. Okay, here's our enemy. We also have to rename it to enemy. Okay, now when green flag clicked, hide. Because we're going to be making clones. When green flag clicked, let's wait 2 seconds. Forever. Wait 2 seconds. Create a clone of myself. And then when I start as clone, show, point towards player, and then move. Let's do 4 steps. This is going to be put in a forever loop. Now, if touching player, hide. This will make sense in a minute. Okay, now that we have this done, it should, every 2 seconds, it should spawn a person. And whatever that has to do is, it's going to spawn in the same place. So we're going to change our code a little bit in the, in the enemy sprite. When I start as a clone, forever, when I start as a clone, go to random position. It'll go anywhere. Okay, now we're not gonna do this anymore because we're gonna remove if touching player hide. We're just gonna remove this. We're gonna do if touching bullet. Then we're gonna make a new variable. We'll call it enemy health. For all sprites. Okay. Now I do if touching bullet, then change enemy health by -1. And now what we're going to do is, when green flag clicked, set enemy health to how many health we want our enemy to have. In this video, we will put it to have 20. And then, if enemy health lower than 1, hide. So now, if the enemy health is lower than 1, then it should hide. That's very easy. This is a very easy way. Now, let's just add a little very simple background. In this video, he will be in a space bush and a little bit of white. Let's do some dots around, and this is perfect. Now, time to add our player health. That's very simple. When we will go on player, and we will make player health. For all sprites only. Okay, we're gonna make a brand new when green flag clicked. When green flag clicked, set player health to 20. Okay, and forever, if touching enemy, then change player health by -1. And then if player health lower than 1, hide. Okay. Now this should be almost finished. So if it touches us, we die pretty fast. But we forgot to implement something in our player. When green flag clicked, remember to show. Okay. Now it should kill us pretty fast. If you do not want that to happen, I recommend putting before the if touching enemy, then change player by 1. If touching enemy, wait 0.3 seconds, and then change health. It will not take that long. It'll take at least a couple seconds, and then you should have time to maneuver and not die. Now, we will implement a very simple play menu. We're gonna create a new button. We're going to make a brand new sprite. We'll call it play button. Now that you made your play button, you will now have to make another square. Now that you have made a square, you will want to change it to any color you want. I'll make it a bluish color. We will do the reshape tool, and we will place 2 points next to the corners, and then double click the really pointy side to make kind of curved. Now that you have your button, you might want to reshape it just a little bit size down. Just make sure the size is just a little bit down. Okay. Now that you are finished making your play button costume, you will do when the green flag clicked, show. Okay, now we will do forever if touching then we'll do an if else block. If touching mouse pointer, then set size to 110 and set brightness effect to 20. Do that if we set a brightness effect to 20. Now, if we wanted to make it not do that anymore, well, you'll have to set size to, and the else category, set size to 800, and clear graphic effects. Okay. Just notice something, I forgot to add the text. I'm going to be using Pixel. Perfect. Okay. Now, a problem when we press start, all of our other sprites show. So, in every single one, we'll do when green effect clicked, hide. Now, in the enemy sprite, we will do something. Not when green effect clicked, but we'll make a brand new broadcast. When I receive broadcast message, start game. Okay. They're just for the bullet sprite. Now, we'll just change this to hide when green effect clicked, and our player sprite hide, and same thing for our bullets. Not when green effect clicked, but when I receive start game. Not everything is, hidden. But now we have to do, if we click this, it will not necessarily start. It just stays there. So what we have to do is we're going to do, when this sprite clicked, broadcast start game, and hide. I made a little mistake. I forgot to do for the player, when I receive a start game, show. And everything should show. Player sprites should start going. And the code should start working again. And everything is perfectly fine. Okay. Now, when okay, now to implement just a score for this, just a very simple score. What we're gonna do is we're going to do a new variable score for all sprites. We'll just put in the middle, and then we'll do in the enemy. If touching bullet, then change score by 1. So now let's go now. If the enemy touches the bullet, it will change the score. I do not have that. I don't want to make this video any longer, but this is just for it now. In the next video, I will show you how to make a very simple score with numbers and a very simple health bar. See you next time.